position 1. All right, good afternoon, everybody. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping on in. Yes, Quirky's here, Kyle's here, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me this afternoon. I am creating a thumbnail. I like to use Photoshop. I like to make my own little thumbnails for, the productions and stuff like that I do. And so I just want to share this with you, what I've got going on. So as you can see, we've got the thumbnail from this particular live stream. But the next thumbnail I want to create is actually of me holding up a scale that was broken. And so that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to work on right now. So let's go ahead and make that happen, shall we? So first thing I did was I took a picture with my cell phone. Right? And then I emailed this picture, or I transferred this picture that's on the cell phone direct here, right, onto the computer. Why? So that I have it. And so I did that already. Let's see here. And if you take a look here, let's see if we can do phone link. Phone link, is it up already? Yep, there it is. So here and done. We're actually going to go vertical as well with this live stream, so that people that are interested in, that want to watch this vertically, can do so also. So vertical ACAM, and I just need to add some other sources into it as well to reflect that. We'll hide this for now too. So all right, I got a lot of things going on at the same time. Koala's here, Kyle's here, and so let's see, let's do this. Let's just create a brand new thing here for this particular stream. So pop out the chat, put this here, we're gonna live chat here, put this here, extend this out so I can see the things. And yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on at the same time. It's like, man, where do you start doing stuff, right? Because technically I am, let's see, are we live over here? Yep, there we go, good. All right, we're live horizontal and we're live vertical. So we got two streams going on at the same exact time. If you guys are interested in me doing and watching me do that too, then we can make that happen as well. All right, so we want to create a, go to here, we're going to create, let's see, probably behind camera, this one. We're going to duplicate this particular scene here. Duplicate, vertical scene, we're going to call this vertical, Photoshop. Okay, so that's there. This, but instead of the left side, top left, we're going to get rid of this. Got top view camera, is top left. Delete the top right, yeah, we're going to get rid of that. Let's add a window source. Window, game capture, display capture, window capture. And it will be of Photoshop. There we go. Okay. And who knows what can actually be seen with respect to this. Wow, it's gigantic. Let's shrink this down some here. We'll leave it there like that. We'll see how that works out. It's probably difficult for people to see this on the vertical side, but go to the horizontal stream. Well, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna figure it out and make it happen and go from there. But I appreciate you guys hanging out here this afternoon. Good afternoon, Anthony. How are you? Talking through the creation of a thumbnail and the process of how I go about doing that and such. So I like to use Adobe Photoshop. I initially started using Adobe Photoshop when I purchased Adobe Photoshop and Premiere, which is a video editing software program, in 2013. But it was the Elements. It wasn't the subscription. It was just you buy it as a standalone program, So let's see here. But let's see here, there, and then this, open the link in a new tab. Okay, here. All right, so that's going over there. Sleepy AJ, good to see you. We are creating a thumbnail here, and we're going to get to it in just a moment. Basically what I've got going on, how I created a thumbnail, how I create thumbnails for my live streams, for, and I do it pretty quickly, and so just sharing that whole thing. For, does PS stand for Photoshop? Yes, it does. Photoshop, exactly. That is Photoshop. And then I believe it is PR is Premiere Pro, which is another program for editing videos, which is what I like to use also. All right, so here, 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 here. All right, okay, cool. So, all right, so let's do it, shall we? First thing I did was I moved the photos from the cell phone, right here. You see, I got my cell phone right here, right? I transferred this photo onto my desktop, and once it's on my desktop, I can move it over here. As you can see, I'm dragging it over. I'll put it in this bottom right panel, and it will open it up here. And this is the video that I want to use, or the photo that I want to use. First thing, let me open up my mouse highlighter also, so you can see the highlight. You can see the highlight a little bit better. In fact, I'm going to use Epic Pen as well, so I could draw stuff if I need to. All right, Legendary Princess in the house. Good to see you. If you are interested in seeing this on and turning your phone sideways so that it is in landscape mode, click on the link that's pinned over there. Pin this message here. Message pinned. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you. All right, so love the hat. Oh, my hat from yesterday. Thanks, AJ. I appreciate that. I got that for my son in like 2013, actually. And yeah, it's been in the attic, and I was like, oh, I'm going to take a picture with it. All right, first thing I do is when I download a picture or move it over to Photoshop, I've got to unlock it, as you can see here. Yeah, so let's unlock that by double clicking on that. It gets rid of that lock button, so now I can edit the photo itself. What I'll do now is right click, and then I will duplicate the layer so that it is right here. So I've got two layers now. Now the top layer, because everything is stacked on top of each other, right? What I do then is I will, utilizing Adobe Premiere, remove the background. So what this does is it creates another layer inside of that effectively cuts all that stuff out. So if I hide this by clicking on the eyeball, you can see what it created as far as the layer goes. And that's what I want to edit. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take this, make this black and white, so I can see it background a little bit better. Then I'll double click on the mask, which is what that is. And I can add to this mask by now dragging the mouse around like so, as you can see. All right. Before I want to do that, though, what I want to do is add a thing. Hey, Batman, good to see you. Thank you very much, Go Batman. I will add as you know, in a lot of my thumbnails, I've got a stroke or an outline around. It's called a stroke in the program. All right. We're going to go with 21, I think, for my thumbnail thingy thing here. And I'm going to make it a different color as well, so it's just a little bit easier to see, other than white. I'll probably make it white later on. So red is actually a really easy color to see. And then I'm just basically going to start, so to speak, erasing the thing. Okay, so by doing this, double clicking on this, it goes to the mask properties, and I can start erasing, if you will, and making the mask a little bit bigger. All right. As you can see here. Now what I want to do also is, all right, let's do this. Undo. We're going to make this a little bit, just because I want it to be a straight line, because I'm funny like that. Here, and then zoom in by pressing alternate key. Let's see. Here. Make it a straight line here, 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 here. Actually, yeah, there. Here, and then back, double click, and it basically makes it all a nice straight line there, like so. Go back to my brush and continue on with the process. Boom. Of editing my thumbnail. Alright, what else do I want to add? So I want to add these, This is my glove thingy here. Just adding to, so to speak, coloring. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. Coloring, making it look nice. So there's this. I probably should have turned the overhead light off, but I was just more interested in doing this. It's funny, the main topic, the reason why I did this was because the main topic was to edit, or to fix a bathroom's a scale for work that had broken. The wires basically came off it, and I was like, I could fix that. I think I could fix that. I could fix anything, I think, until I can't fix it anymore. And I'm like, yep, it's broken. In which case, I will. Do I give up? Well, sometimes some skills are just beyond my, abilities. And so that's what I've got going on. I actually want to turn this overhead off because I don't like the yelling of my lighting. Alright, so let's continue on with this process, shall we? So let's see here. I could usually zoom in and zoom out. Let's just save this for right now. Okay, here. Okay, there. I can zoom in and zoom out now. Go back into this. And then here, get the thumb. Undo, because it made too much. Nope, undo. Undo. Yep, I'm just basically moving along the edge. And I like looking at the background so I can see what I need to cut out, if you will, Koala over there in the vertical stream as well. Thank you very much, Koala. Alright, let's work on my hair a little bit. As you can see, my hair is kind of funky, right? I got some funky stuff going on with my hair. Alright, but that's okay. And then I press alternate, which erases as well. So I don't need a giant red halo around my head. It'll be, so I'm effectively just cutting all that out. Getting rid of all that fluff. Let's make this circle a little bit smaller so I have the ability to be a little bit more fine-tune-ish with it. So zoom in, fine-tune my ear. Because my ear is looking a little bit funny. Just right on the edge of that. There, good. And then because my ear is, as you can see, is not that big. Let's fix that. I'm gonna fix this. It's like coloring. It's effectively all I'm doing. But I like doing this. I like doing this for. You've seen my thumbnails. I like doing this for nearly all the videos that I do. And I was like, let me just show you guys. I want to share this with you. I think it'd be neat to share. Because that's what it's all about. Maybe you'll pick up something. Oh, how do you do that? If you got a question about my process and what I'm doing, feel free to ask. Again, that's what it's all. Oh, we messed that up. Because I only have to just press Control Z. It edits it for me. Puts it back to the original state. And then we got some swirling action going on with my hair here. Alright. Because I got funky hair. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Alternate and then press down. Now I could the other way to do it without having to press alternate all the time, alright, is just to press this minus button up here. And that gives me the ability to erase without having to press the alternate down. And if I hit undo, it basically undoes the last action from the last click. So I press left click and then it smooths it out for me. So I'm adding to the mask by pressing alternate now because I'm on the other thingy. The thingy, you know. Technical terms, right? So those of you in the chat, do you like using, what do you use to make your thumbnails? I know a lot of people just set it and forget it, but I've got a unique one, so to speak, every time I make a video. To me, that's more, no, and I do spend a lot of time on this process, but that's what I like to do. So we'll add to it here. You know, I want to get rid of all this here, my pointy head there. So minus. Move this to the left some. I feel like my ear is cut off over here. Let's see. Okay, so I didn't need to do all that. So minus, just minus, or undo, 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 undo. There. Ooh, whoops. Just a little bit. All right. Let's make this a little bit smaller. And because I want to do like this also now, make this smaller too. There you go. That might be good enough as far as I'm concerned. So okay, and there's that that thumbnail. It looks kind of funny to me, but that's okay because my hair is funky. All right, that's okay, and that will be the thumbnail. And then I also want to add in. Oh, there's something going on over here. This little mark here. Close layer. And then okay. That'll do. What should we call the title? Fixing a bathroom scale? It's not a bathroom scale, it's like a shipping scale that we use at work. I'm just going to put it here, fixing a scale. So T for text, and we'll just put it right here like this. Fixing a scale. Enter. Let's change the font size so it's a lot bigger than that. Maybe 150. Maybe 300. Doubles that size. That's better. Grab it, put it over here. And let's change the color. Let's make it black with a white border. Oh, what the font? Not a big fan of that. There. Fixing a broken scale. I like this font better. But I'm going to have to left justify, I think. Oopsie, undo, off, and then here. And then we'll give it a white background, or white to border. This, like I said before, in white outline. Stroke, it's called a stroke. And then we'll make it white. Doesn't really seem very easy to see, does it? Maybe red is better. We will also, okay, make it a little bit smaller so that the letters are easier to see. And then we're going to change the stroke around my body to be white, I think. This one will be white. No, whoops, cancel. Wrong one. Escape, okay. Stroke, make this white. The one, no, what the heck? Okay. Make this white. Okay. Or would a different color be better? Maybe black. I think red's fine. Because I got that red thing in the background there. My hair's being funny. Okay, what do you think? That's good enough? I mean, we want to actually be fixing the scale right now, you know? That's what we want to be doing. We want to be fixing the scale. So, alright, I think we are done. So now what I do is I go to File, and then I click on Export, and look at my settings for when this is not meant to be a high quality file either, right? This is, oh wait, cancel. So what I want to do now is actually merge the visible, right click, duplicate the layer. We're going to put it in the file that's PSD for thumbnails, because the canvas is already set up to be the right size for thumbnails. All right, this will go there. We're going to hide that Photoshop emblem here. Scale it up so it fits proper. There, and then done. Mexzilla, good to see you, Alex. Thanks for stopping in, man. Alright, and then let's see, where is that logo? Oh, there it is. And we'll just hide that, and there's the thumbnail. Thumbnail's done. Now look at my settings, the canvas size though. So I'll click File, Export, right? Export as. The ideal size for a YouTube thumbnail should be 1280 pixels horizontal, right? As you can see here, right? And 720 height. This is the canvas size. That is the image size. That will be, and that allows me to have. I also click on smaller file, 8-bit. The file size will be no more than 497.8 kilobytes. I believe that if I were to try to put this in its perfect form, you know, it will it won't let me because the file size is too big. I think 2 megabytes is the largest size. So I just keep my, my file sizes around 500 kilobytes. No one's really looking at them other than, okay, is this a good teaser, for to go and check it out? Maybe, maybe not. So there you go. But that is how I create that's how I create thumbnails in Photoshop. As you can see here, this is my collection of various, let's see here, top right, various thumbnails. Let me show you here. That I've curated over the last couple months. And the way I do it is I go into, so what I've done before is I've got a folder for, oh, let's hide this here. Don't need the overhead cam right now. Photos for the raw photo, and then the final thumbnail itself. And the final thumbnail, as you can see here, different ones for what I've got going on. Yeah. So that's how I do that. What do you think? Good idea? Pretty good? Let's go ahead and fix this. We're going to now create a new live stream. So Control back to Photoshop, because I'm going to end this live stream, but I'm going to make everybody go that's here, not make, push everybody over to the new live stream as well. So let's do this. Here we can save this, Control save, and then close it out. Good. Do I want to? Nah, I don't care about. Don't worry about that. Close that. Close this. And then let's see. Let's go to this one here, just ACAM, and then I'm going to create a new stream. Schedule the stream, and we're going to use this one here. Yeah, we'll use this one here. Reuse settings, sure. And then this one's going to be called Live Can I Fix This Broken Scale? Live, can I fix this broken scale? And then we're going to go here, copy, and then Control A, paste, and then let's take you to where I'm doing what I'm doing over here, top right corner. I'm in the process here of setting up the stream. So I put all the stuff here, right click or click, change, and then I want to do this here. Open, puts the new thing there. This is my iFly Virginia Beach, my vlog done. Show more. We'll do that. Good to go. Next, and then yeah, that'll be fine for me, I think. Next, and we'll make this set up for 6:15 and done. So pretty cool. Now the next thing I'll do is that I can actually have everybody from this stream go straight there. I'll go back into this live, and then I will also edit, and then customization, redirect, add, which will be live. Can I fix this broken scale? And save. So that'll push us everybody over from here over there. All right. And I think what I'm going to do also is we're going to go vertical with it as well. So let's see. Schedule stream. vertical, we use settings, and then here, and then Control A, paste, and then we're gonna go here, cancel. Hey Caleb, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I'm doing very well. Doing very well. How are you? Happy Taco Tuesday. Yes, it is Taco Tuesday indeed. I stopped by the grocery store on my way home and unfortunately, I went there hungry. So guess what happened? Yeah, I bought more things. I went there for one thing of ice cream. So I went home with 3 tubs of ice cream, a container of apple turnovers. What else did I get? What else did I get? Cancel. Oh, a carrot cake, red velvet cake, and a pecan pie. Eggs and Gatorade. Yeah, I did that. Copy minus vertical. Nope, this here. What's new with you, Kayla? You going live later? Mimi Bear is here. Thank you so much for being here, Mimi Bear. Appreciate you also. Alright, change this, change that. Fixing a broken scale. Alright, thank you, Mimi Bear. I appreciate you hanging out. Mega love shout out to you as well. Alright, just double checking settings and such. There, next, and next. And let's see. Next. Okay, this will make this for 615 also. Done. And then what I'll do is I'll set it up so it redirects from that live over to the other one. Vertical, edit, and then it's funny, I forgot to change the thumbnail over. Okay, customization, redirect from here over to vertical, this broken scale, save. Cool. All right, what are you guys' thoughts on my process to creating thumbnails and stuff like that? Good, bad, indifferent, no response, which is fine too. But it's interesting to say the least, you know? I mean, everybody's got a different method of creating thumbnails. That's how I do mine. Now, it's pretty time consuming, but you know what? How I do it, it's a way. I like doing it that way. Is it harder? You know, I'm sure that you guys have easier ways to do it. And if you do, maybe share that. Make a video of how you do that also. I think that would be kind of neat. You know, I think it would be kind of neat. Let's see, I do want to do one more thing here. But, yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts and ideas if you'd like to share. If not, then that's fine too. Alright, so I'm just doing another thing here before we switch over to the fixing of that, because I do want to do that here in just a little bit also. Alright. This one, close, open, open. Alright. That's good there. One more thing here. Close, okay. So what's everybody eating for dinner this evening? What's the plan for dinner? What do you think? I am having leftover salmon and vegetables. Close, close. Alright, yep, I got some streams playing in the background of other people live streaming. Alright, we're going to push over to the other stream at this time. We'll let this connect. And yeah, we'll go ahead and make this happen over there on the other side. So let's do that. So we're going to end this stream now and then move over to fixing the other one. I will see you there. You don't have to leave, get out and come back in. It should transfer you directly over there. So we're going to test it out and try. So first thing I'm going to do is end the vertical. So look at what I'm doing here, top left. I'm going to end the vertical stream, live vertical, boom, ending it. Yes. And then I will go here to end it here as well. Make sure it ends. End stream. End. Hey Mike, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Thank you very much for stopping on in. I appreciate you. And then we're going to restart the stream on the left side, and yes. Boom. So it should automatically start streaming over there. And so check it out, Mike. I'm going to go from this stream, right, to the other stream. So give me 1 second while I stop it and then restart. So stick